Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 6th episode of This Week in an Hour. We're your hosts, Jackson.
Brad.
And Luke.
So, before we start this episode, we just really wanted to say thank you for everyone who's downloaded and listened to our podcast over the past 2 weeks. This marks the second week of it being out, and we have over 200 downloads already, which is crazy. Like, we're shocked by how much support you guys are showing us. It's
very nice.
Yes.
I like.
As Bora would say. So yeah, if you guys have any feedback for us or anything, and you haven't yet left a review, go ahead. Tell us what we're doing wrong. Tell us how we could improve. Tell us what we're doing good.
I'm an optimist. Just tell us what we're doing right. I don't want to hear what we're doing wrong. But yeah.
All right.
Yeah, thanks, everybody. It means so much. Shout out to Phil Lowry. He's from what we can tell right now, if you guys want to get in a competition, Phil Lowry is our number one fan, it seems. We hold him quite high with the feedback he's given us.
This might just
He's
become
gonna
us
love this
talking to
shout-out.
Phil, basically, is what this might just become.
Yeah, so Phil, hey, I hope your day's going well.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, keep on keeping on, bud.
So, what do we want to start off with this week?
Well, I think you brought up something about living places or something like that.
Oh yeah, so in the McLean's list this year of like best.
Wait.
What?
McLean's is in the potato place?
No, that's McCain's.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Not, yeah.
McLean's.
Can we just
is in
imagine that it is the potato place that made this list just to make it better, though?
I mean, that wouldn't be very
It's like
credible.
It's actually just all...
Optimal places to grow potatoes in Canada.
The list is actually the highest selling fries per capita of every place.
It's all ran by Mr. Potato Head. I mean, Potato Head.
Potato Head.
Potato Head.
Oh!
Well, Brad
Well, we
goes
gotta
and,
spill beer.
Cleans that up. Hey, this time at least it's not in the mic. Hey, while you're out there, you want to grab me a buble?
A Michael Bublé. But yeah, so how about you hop in on the best places?
All right, so McLean's, a well-known magazine.
Apparently not
Apparently
that
not,
well-known.
because you've never heard of it before. But so
Actually,
they
didn't
do.
they used to make us read that in school? I think we read
I don't think
McLean's.
so.
I think I remember reading something about McLean's in school at one point. Maybe.
I don't know. I had a couple years ago. I got one of their magazines. It was like top franchises to invest in, or like
Obviously,
mix it up with.
GameStop.
But no, they do a list every year. It's the best communities to live in Canada, and so this year they kind of changed the criteria on how they rate it, and turns out our hometown, well, kind of our hometown, home city, I guess. Fredericton ranked number 2 in all of Canada.
Jackson's posing. He's
best
the only one on this
communities to
podcast that doesn't live in Fredericton.
Okay, yeah, I live in Moncton currently, but
Yeah, where's Moncton on that list?
Moncton's actually number 7.
Okay.
Hey, and guess what?
Call us when you hit the top
St. John, 12.
Okay, this list is bullshit. Then if St. John's 12.
But Halifax ranked number 1. And
What was the criteria though?
so first up, last year, all the East Coast cities and whatnot, they ranked I think this list goes up to 400, and they
So
ranked
literally every place to live in Canada.
they ranked.
Sorry, just getting back. Did
in
you
the
say
200s.
Did you say St. John was ranked where?
12.
Yeah, this list is
Oh,
bullshit.
Oh, is this list just the best places to live in New Brunswick?
They just threw Halifax in.
Yeah, they just put just because somebody had to go in front of
There's
St. John.
actually nowhere good to live in New Brunswick. So.
Yeah, there was like 10 really good places to live in New Brunswick, and then they're like, oh, we can't give St. John number 11. So then they're just like, oh, fuck it, throw Halifax at the beginning, call it a
the
day.
difference.
Yeah, they'll never figure it out.
So this year they took out categories such as the categories assessing the local economy because of the COVID. So a lot of people are working remotely now.
The COVID too, yeah.
Yeah, the capital T.
H-E.
What's your grandchildren's names?
What?
Nothing.
I don't get that. Is it from a movie?
Just like
reference
old
or something?
people. The COVID.
Oh.
You're playing on the Game Boy.
No, I guess, yeah. Fuck, you threw off my train of thought. God damn it. Where was I? Oh yeah, the local economy criteria.
And COVID.
So a lot of people
The
have
COVID.
actually fuck off. You're gonna make me get thrown off again. A lot of people have moved to the East Coast. What are you
I'm trying to
doing?
look at the fucking list.
A lot of people have moved to the East Coast since COVID, just because they can work.
Like the COVID travels west. It's like the sun.
Didn't it start in the very west though?
I think you're.
Or no,
That's
the
Wuhan,
east.
not west.
Yeah.
Getting my directions mixed.
Yeah, exactly. So it moved west.
I guess.
Because remember, it went China, and then it went to like Italy. It was
Yeah,
the next
true.
big place that's west of China.
And then United States.
Yeah.
But then it went north to Canada, so it's might be making a loop back around.
Northwest.
So
Travels-
it might be going east again, going in a full circle, and then it'll come around
Maybe it goes
again.
with the wind.
Maybe.
Who
Yeah,
knows?
you know what? I've heard of McLean's a lot of things. Like I'm pretty sure Canada was voted number one country to live in actually this year. I've seen that recently within the last week, but also
From a Canadian magazine.
I don't know if it wasn't McLean's. Now that I think of it. But point
It was
that
McCain's, yeah.
yeah, it was McCain's, ran by the Potato Heads. There's some really questionable. This is their top feature. That's a Wi-Fi symbol. Does that mean we just have really good internet?
Yeah, we have great internet connection. It's because, so as I was trying to say like 5 minutes ago or
Before you're
whatever,
rudely interrupted.
Fuck off.
a lot of people have been moving to the East Coast because it's like,
This is the Wi-Fi.
well,
The Wi-Fi is great out
It's
here.
a beautiful place to live, and it's like
Okay, you know what takes away from that statement of a beautiful place to live, though?
St.
John's
John's.
12.
Yeah, you know what? I was looking at this and like places like Ottawa and Calgary, I would literally sell numerous body parts of mine just to live. If I had to pick between St. John and Calgary, and someone's like, "Hey, if you sell your leg and your kidney, you can live in Calgary instead of
I
St.
mean,
John,"
there is
I'd
less
probably do
hills
it.
in Calgary. So
Probably
it'd be
less,
easier to be in
less
the
hills.
wheelchair, at least.
True. And less potholes. That'd be pretty cool too.
Yeah, and potholes are definitely not a factor on that list.
And you want to
Definitely
know what the
not.
worst part is that Calgary's probably how many times bigger do you think Calgary is than St. John? So just give me a random guesstimation.
8.3.
And guess what? St. John still has more smog.
Hell
Let
yeah.
that- let
St.
that
John's the
settle in.
smog if they did a list top smog cities in Canada, St. John #1.
I'm pretty sure. I think the picture over here, it says its top features. Actually, it just shows some sort of like cloud of gray mist.
The top feature is Irving.
There's
it's just the Irving logo. So yeah, what I was trying to say again for the fucking fifth time, Jesus.
yeah. Sorry, go off, King.
A lot of people are moving to the East Coast, and they're still keeping their jobs like in the big cities like Toronto or Ottawa, because they can work from home. And Fredericton, being number 2 on the list, has like great internet access. We have great internet here in the city, and
Whoa.
what?
Come down with the wheeze. You don't live here.
Okay, Moncton, 7th best still.
Hey, Brad. Wait. Hey, Brad. We have a pretty good internet here, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, I have great internet in Moncton actually, maybe even better than Fredericton. So I don't know.
2nd to 7th
We
tells
might-
me something.
According-
different.
according to that
wanna
list, I don't
bump up,
know, huh?
Moncton here.
Yeah. Huh?
Well, why don't you just call McLean's and ask them?
So a
Where's
few.
PEI rank if McCain's is writing the list?
PEI is a province, so
Yeah.
I don't think it would land.
There's no
rank on the
individual. I think you would just
communities.
rank PEI the equivalent of a city, though.
It'd be Charlottetown.
Well, actually,
And I don't-
Summerside's apparently.
honestly, Summerside and Charlottetown are pretty. Like Charlottetown's 10, and I think Summerside was like mid-20s, maybe 30s.
So a couple of the other criteria that they rank them based on is affordability, and obviously it's a lot cheaper to live in Fredericton. Well, actually,
It's getting expensive.
apartment-wise, my girlfriend was looking it up the other day because she was doing her master's in Ontario, and the cost of living for an apartment is cheaper than here in Fredericton.
Yeah, Fredericton's really expensive for renting.
But like housing wise, obviously it's
Cheap.
way cheaper here than in like Toronto and Ottawa. Where a house here that's cost like $300,000 would be like almost $1 million there. So I mean, we definitely beat them in that category. Another one's population growth, again, by people moving here because they can still keep their jobs online. What was that?
Nothing.
I don't know why he's laughing.
So another category on this list is taxes,
I
and
swear to God.
here in New Brunswick, I mean, we don't pay that high taxes, but a lot of other provinces pay low taxes.
Yeah, Alberta pays less taxes. Thanks for handing it to me that time.
Yeah, no problem. Don't they pay like 4%?
I don't know. Maybe. I think I know sales tax is way less.
Yeah.
Sales tax is only the federal sales tax,
Oh, okay.
so it's like 5%. I'm pretty sure. Because
That
of,
must
like,
be-
of the 15 cents that we pay, 5% goes to the federal government,
Yeah.
and then 10% goes to the province.
Yeah. So we're not going to go into depth on all these categories, but I'll just list them off in case you're curious as to how Fredericton ended up getting second.
And how St. John's somehow got 12th.
So crime is another category.
I mean, like,
But big
Per-
cities
yeah,
obviously
but,
are
like,
going
per
to have a lot
capita.
more. Yeah, they're going to have a lot more crime just
But it'd be
because
per
they have a lot more
capita.
people.
yeah, exactly. Like, once it all.
The weather, we have great weather here. Well, half the year.
Excuse me?
This list is just getting worse and worse for St. John.
Health. Health, amenities, community, and then internet access is what we're.
There's been a lot of St. John slander on this episode, hasn't there?
I'm completely fine with backing that.
Maybe that's what we should call it, the SJ, the slander.
the SJ slaughter. But yeah, so let's get off the city talk. Let's move on to
Alright.
something else.
So, the other day, I was driving to Fredericton, coincidentally enough, from Moncton.
What were you coming here for?
Don't remember.
You didn't even come see us.
No. It was probably a personal visit, not a business visit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I don't think of you guys as personal friends. I just think of you guys as business partners.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Fair.
I wouldn't even use the word partner to describe you. I'd probably say associate.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Acquaintance, maybe, to describe you.
That doesn't make business
Stranger.
business acquaintance.
Stranger.
Business acquaintance.
Good try. You just
Yeah.
got outgunned there.
All right. Anyways,
He's got business, bitch.
so I was thinking, I had an hour to think about this.
No, that's a lie. About an hour and a half, but yeah.
Okay, anyways, I was thinking about this movie idea. So, you know
Okay,
how,
wait. Before you do this, let's pretend me and Brad are the studio and you're pitching your movie
Oh my
to
goodness.
us. Not rather than you just telling us this, do your pitch and we'll say if we're gonna fund it or not.
All right, I got this. Okay, so driving to Fredericton, see this guy hitchhiking. I was like,
Did you pick him up?
no, we didn't
Oh,
have
so
room.
you're a shitty person.
No, we
Okay.
didn't have room.
Sure.
You wouldn't have done it anyways.
Yeah, I just kind of looked away, put my head down,
Good
just so he
call.
wouldn't see me, make eye contact.
Going about 120 just in case you took a peek at you.
Yeah, didn't want him to remember my face, come hunt me down later. So
Probably just took down your license plate, but anyways.
yeah,
keep
maybe.
going.
I mean, I only have a rear one, so it might have been hard for him to get. There's a car behind me. They didn't pick him up as well. So
No, assholes, yeah.
yeah, I mean, maybe they were just full like our
This
car.
is an amazing pitch, by the way.
No,
Yeah,
this
sorry.
isn't pitch. So, anyways, saw the guy hitchhiking. I was like, maybe we could do like a comedy, like scary movie type thing. So, hitchhiker is a serial killer. He's trying to kill victims by getting picked up in their car and them driving him somewhere, and he'll kill them.
That's quite original.
Another serial killer.
There isn't a movie called Hitchhiker or anything.
Another serial killer doing like driving trying to pick up hitchhikers to murder them. This guy pulls over thinking, oh, here's my next victim. This car pulls over, he's like, here's my next victim. They get in together, they're all weird and serial killery to each other, and somehow they like try and kill each other, and they realize that they're both serial killers, and they're like,
Did
"Oh
we
my
just become
God.
best friends?
Do you want to do a cross-country road trip and kill together?" And it's basically like a road trip movie with two serial killers that kill people.
So where's the comedy come in this?
I don't know, just thrown in there, you know.
Yeah, fair.
And then at the end maybe they do like a double suicide type thing, and like
It's getting funnier, isn't it?
no, like it's a sad ending, but well, I mean they are serial killers, so I don't know.
Yeah. So Brad.
So yeah, I was thinking of that on the way.
Okay. So now we'll pretend we send you out in the waiting room. Me and Brad will discuss.
Oh,
your
we're
pitch,
discussing now.
Oh,
and we'll see if we're gonna fund your movie.
all right.
So what'd you think of this pitch?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know how I feel about it.
You're indecisive on it?
Yeah, it's you know what? Comedy, horror. I don't know how I feel about that.
Those are just two categories that just movies don't hit very often, and then you combine the two. But I think it's kind of an interesting idea. It's like, what happens if we made it like a rom-com?
I was gonna say that too.
Scary movie.
It's like
where the
sequence,
serial
like
killers love each other.
yeah,
And then,
yeah.
we could
I
do
was
that.
also thinking that.
We should maybe get rid of the suicide at the end because that's not too funny, but I'm sure.
Well, I
we can
mean,
get
it's a
into it.
rom-com, so maybe they could kill you, like it's a Romeo and Juliet situation.
It's true. That's true. Yeah.
Boom. Oh my goodness, isn't every great movie based off of a Shakespeare play?
Fuck, apparently. Well. Wow, I like this. Yeah, come back in, even though we didn't ask you. That's not presumptuous or anything, but yeah.
No, I was just checking. How do you guys think it's going?
You should probably quit.
Oh,
You should probably stop writing
you
stuff.
really don't like.
We're just gonna write a movie that is close enough to yours that it's like yours, but not close enough you can sue us.
Yeah. Thanks for the ideas, though.
Peace.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thanks.
well, fine.
Take a complimentary water, apple on your way out.
I don't want your goddamn water. I'll take my idea to someone who cares.
Okay, good
should-
luck with that one.
Good luck. You should really stay hydrated, though.
Anyway, okay, so that was kind of fun. Anyway, yeah, actually, I could actually see that being an interesting movie, to be honest, in a way. With
Yeah,
of
I was
course-
thinking the Romeo Juliet type thing. you
Yeah,
know?
a little
they
rom-com.
leave the killing each other in at the end, or
Or what happens? It's like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, what happens if at the end they do try to kill each other? Like that's the ending. Is
That's
like they
like-
turn. Because
they
then it's like
feel the passion, and they've killed everyone, and they're the only people
no one
left,
left on Earth.
and they're like, I need to kill, and they have to do it. Or
Or
do
you
they
like
kill each other? Do they stab each other at the same time, or shoot each other at the same time, or does one come out victorious?
I think one comes out victorious.
They're the last.
I think it's like the thing where it's like you're a serial
Airbender.
killer, you're used to killing people, and then it's like
if there's no
the
one else to
ultimate
kill,
What? No, the ultimate kill
the last
is another
person left.
killer.
Oh, maybe yeah.
Because then who's the alpha killer? The killer of the
So
killer.
will they be
You're a
satisfied once they kill them?
Or it comes out, it's like a twist at the end. One of them is a serial killer.
Oh.
Or he's a serial killer.
Oh.
Ooh.
just destroys,
Like a Fruit Loops
like
or
Captain
Captain
Crunch.
Crunch. Yeah.
We're just gonna mind fuck everybody at the end of this movie.
Chris Angel.
So who are we gonna cast, man? We gotta think of our casting choices.
Mind freak.
So do we want a male and female lead, or two males or two females? Like, how are we gonna play this one out?
I feel like it would be. Well, it depends. Like that's the thing. It leaves us even more open. We could do whatever casting. We can figure out any pair that we want that we think would be a good pair.
I feel like Morgan Freeman be the good one for the driver.
Yeah.
Just
The
not.
guy who picks up the
not,
hitchhiker.
not
I don't
at
see
all.
him as a serial killer. I see
Yeah, but
him-
he's very like intellectual, and
I could see him narrating it.
yeah,
Yeah,
maybe we
ooh.
could get him in for the narration.
You want to see we brought like Anthony Hopkins back, and then people think it's Hannibal.
Hear me out.
Oh.
Hear me out.
Zac Efron as Ted Bundy,
Yeah.
because he did play Ted
He
Bundy.
did a
He
pretty
did a
good
great job.
too, actually. Let me guess, Brad. Wait, before you
Oh,
say it.
Ryan
Ryan
Reynolds?
Gosling.
No,
Oh,
Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, Ryan Reynolds. Oh,
Come on.
My
And
good-
Daniel
my
Cook's
good-
the other guy?
My good friend.
is he?
Maybe I could see if him and my good buddy Johnny Depp also not to be name dropping. Maybe see if they want to do a movie
No,
together.
who's
Yeah.
the driver? Who's the hitchhiker? feel like Johnny Depp would be a lot easier to turn
do
into a hitchhiker.
Yeah.
Like Edward
Way
Scissorhands.
way easier to make look dirty than Ryan Reynolds.
Like a mix between Captain Jack Sparrow and Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah, sure.
Sure, wherever your mind.
Pirate
Hey
with
man,
scissors as hands.
it's your movie, buddy. We're just here to fund it.
We're just helping. We could do like. What happens if you did?
We're
like,
just the pocket you're taking from. You want to do Edward Scissorhands and Captain Jack Sparrow mixed together? Yeah.
Captain Jack Scissorhands.
Hitchhiker Jackson.
It's a cousin. It's a cousin of Captain
And it's
Hook.
actually in. No, it's in the Pirates universe.
That has to be in the book or in the movie too. That like he's like, oh, I have an uncle that lives in Florida, and then it's Captain Hook.
Just
Somehow he's
him and
survived
Peter Pan are just
300
hanging out
years.
on a boat,
Oh fuck!
and then that turns into the sequel.
What happens if you did like oh, Heath Ledger and what happens if you did like? I'm trying to think of like a.
I'm trying to think of like popular actors right now, but
I'm trying to think of like a girl actor, that'd be or actress, I suppose that would be a really good.
Actually, the gender neutral term is actor.
Yeah, I actually thought
That's
somebody
actually a
told me
fact.
that, and I
It was
didn't
probably
know
me. Because
I don't think it was you, but yeah,
Really?
somebody told me.
I've known
that.
this for a while. Apparently, actress is not the proper term.
Okay.
It's actually just everyone's an actor.
Oh, that makes sense.
it's a lot easier.
Yeah, it is a lot easier. So I was right when saying actor earlier.
Yeah, but you
We'll just cut
hesitated. I
the
could see it in
actress
your
part.
eyes.
Yeah, like I think Margot Robbie would actually probably. She's had experience playing like a, I guess not sane, role. So, she'd. I just think she's a good actress. So
Yeah, I definitely think she'd make a good hitchhiker.
I mean, I'd pick up Margot Robbie if she was hitchhiking.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
And then like,
So are you saying like ugly people can't play the role of the hitchhiker?
Well, you're the one that thought of that, so. Just silence for a while. And then, like, what happens if you just, like, reunited her and DiCaprio? DiCaprio is the other killer?
Maybe.
Boom.
movie made.
Movie made. I mean,
You can
Brad,
wrap-
I will say, if we're the ones funding this, I don't know if we want to put the money up for DiCaprio and Margot Robbie, but.
That's fine. We'll just take Jackson's money.
It's true.
I mean,
This is a
we're
Ponzi
gonna
scheme.
be able to afford it after this podcast money comes in, right?
That's true.
Yeah.
But yeah, or like, what happens if you did like, I started watching the Hannibal TV show. It's on Netflix. And that Matt's, I don't remember, and
Oh yes, he's a good actor.
he's a really good actor. He plays Hannibal. What happens if you did him and
He's
Margot
in,
Robbie?
he's the bad guy in Doctor Strange, not Dormammu, but
He's the bad guy in Casino Royale as well. I'm
He's
pretty sure we
also
talked about him.
a good guy in. Oh yeah, we were. No, we're yeah.
we talked
that
about
was
James. We went in
yeah.
on James Bond, and then Brad just kind of shut it down. But yeah,
He's also a good guy in Star Wars Rogue One.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, put him, Margot Robbie. We got a movie. Morgan
All right.
Freeman narrating.
I mean, at this point, do we need a narrator? Like,
Yeah. Why not?
oh, I get he could
Jackson,
like
it's not your money you're spending.
he could narrate their like thoughts, what they're thinking about each other in the car and stuff, maybe.
Yeah.
Or would you have them
I
like
think you do it in their own
monologuing?
voices,
Yeah.
but
I don't know. I see. Yeah, I don't think we need a narrator then.
it's true. It's true. Well, we'll figure out. We're gonna shoehorn Morgan Freeman in somehow. He wants to work with us. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big fan.
He could be a victim.
Oh yeah,
He
True.
could be their first kill together.
maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I
like
feel
that
like that'd
idea.
be like a moving.
Oh, then we're gonna cast
No. Even better.
all the victims now.
Hear me out. So we talked about at the ending. How about they get it comes down to like a shootout, and Morgan Freeman's the cop trying to bust them,
Yeah.
and then he ends
Oh.
up killing them both at the end. Sheesh.
Oh yeah, I like that. So there's a cop on their trail the whole
I
time.
like that,
It's Morgan
Lionsgate.
Freeman.
Yes.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
This is good. I think we should copyright this so
We
that
have a
someone
fucking
doesn't
movie.
listen to this and steal our
Let's
idea.
cut this out of the fucking podcast. All right. Well, it was fun with the movie talk, but we can move on a little bit now.
All right, so last Friday, unfortunately, the rapper DMX sadly passed away.
And his soulmate, Prince
Prince.
Prince Philip.
Not to be confused with the artist
Kringle.
formerly known Prince.
Is Prince dead?
Yes.
Yeah.
He died a couple years ago.
Oh yeah, he's David Bowie and him both died in 2016, didn't they?
They were soulmates too.
Yeah.
Not quite like Philip and DMX. What was his first name? Like, oh goodness.
DMX?
Daryl Maurice Xavier.
No.
No, not his initials.
Grandchild of what's his name?
Charles
Charles
Xavier.
Xavier.
It all adds. Or is he like or is DMX Charles Xavier's great grandfather?
No.
Or no, Xavier. That's the X-Men, isn't it? I was
Yeah.
thinking
Yeah.
Star Trek. Never mind.
Close
That's
enough.
Jean-Luc Picard.
Yeah, same actor, but
Yeah, that's that's where I got a little turn.
wrong
there.
character.
Close enough.
So yeah, it's
Rest in peace.
crazy
Of
that.
course.
Well, I mean, Prince Philip, his soul kind of finally caught up with his body because his body. I'm not gonna lie, his body's been looking quite rough the past couple of years. Have you guys seen that picture of him on the internet where his face is like blue, basically?
Oh,
And his
he's an
eyes are
old
purple.
dude.
Yeah,
He's 99.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
He was so
Long
close to
life.
making it to 100.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
How would he? I was about to say how old. When would he have turned 100?
I can't remember. I'll look it up real quick.
I still haven't. Yeah, I haven't got my invitation to the. Well, usually I get an invitation every
Just
year.
so you
to
guys
the
know,
birthday.
I'm like 2.35 millionth to the throne, so
Not a big deal.
and
So,
that's actually probably not.
He
even
was born
close to
in
how close,
June
but-
and he died in April, so 2 months away
He
from
only
making it to
He only
100.
lived 10 months.
You're you're unbelievable.
Well, let's go to something else, I guess. But yeah, rest in peace to those two. So, as it is, I'm the battery guy, even though I don't really give a fuck about batteries, but for some reason I keep seeing articles about batteries. Google knows me too well. I think, like we were saying about AI, Google knows you more than you know yourself. Apparently, I love batteries and don't know it.
Apparently.
But there's a new battery that came out that charges.
Wow, who would have thought?
That charges 10 times faster than a regular lithium ion battery.
So that 10 times fast.
So that is the phone, like the battery in your phone is a lithium ion. So imagine if your phone charged 10 times faster than it does now.
So they already have like the quick charge features on some
it's
like
even
USB ports.
10 times
so-
faster than quick charge.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's nuts. Like your phone will be charged in like 10 minutes.
Yeah, it'd be awesome. So imagine if you mix this with that one we were talking about last week, the
The diamond
25 year.
In the
Oh,
phone
the
business.
diamond.
In the phone business.
You would never have to
dies.
charge the diamond. This diamond battery lasts 28,000 years and it charges in 10 minutes. You're going to charge it so much that we had to put a lot of work into the charge time on this bad boy. You do have to plug it directly into a nuclear power plant. You gotta return it to the Chernobyl.
I was about to say Chernobyl. Yeah, if you want to charge your battery, just go throw it in a lake in Chernobyl for about 5 minutes.
Go visit the Elephant's Foot. You guys ever heard of that? It's the
No.
most like irradiated place on Earth. It's like at the bottom of one of the buildings in Chernobyl.
There's
it's
just an elephant's foot.
No, it looks like an elephant's foot. It's just a big
What does an
pile
elephant's
of
foot look like?
radiated ooze.
It's pretty cool.
What
And
does an
if you spend like it's like 2 or 5 minutes in the room with it, you'll die. It's
Odds. You do it.
no. But yeah, it's crazy.
How does a room resemble an elephant's foot?
What? No, it's like the goop.
Oh, there's goop there. What are you pointing at right now?
I just wanted you to pass my water bottle over to me
Oh.
discreetly.
Brad was like hand signaling some weird things, and
My voice is getting dry.
you could have just said, "Pass me the water."
All this giggling like schoolgirls we've been doing. Getting my whistle wet.
How's that water? Nice and wet or what?
Refreshing.
Awesome.
Quality H2.
But yeah,
Alright,
I
so
thought
I
I'd
don't-
just bring up a little battery update.
Yeah, I think we're done with the batteries. Like, don't look up any more about batteries.
I don't look them up. They just
The batteries,
They
they just
come
come
to
to them.
like I can't help it.
That'd be pretty cool though. Like,
Now, whenever I see something about batteries, I think podcast.
but the thing is too, like, do you think that they, like, that even, like, do you think phone companies like consider that? Like if their
I don't
batteries.
think
Well,
I don't think
not-
they're affordable for consumers. Like I feel like
Oh,
it's more
And
for
it's
other
gonna
stuff.
be more like
'Cause, I mean-
third party companies before like the main like Apple and Samsung
Gotcha.
sort of thing. Like,
Because that'd be pretty nuts. I'd
Yeah.
just completely.
well, I don't even
Phone
think
companies
Apple
would be-
and Samsung sell quick charge ports. I think those are third party
Android
ports.
does.
Oh, they do.
Androids come out of box with a fast charge now.
Oh,
like
okay.
the upper tier Samsungs do, and Huawei's do.
Okay, yeah, Apple I don't think does.
Well, technically, it depends. If you get the iPad chargers, that USB plug-in is technically a fast
Yeah.
charge. If you
Well,
use
yeah, it holds more voltage, so
yeah,
I actually have one with me right
that's
now.
what I use for my phone.
Yeah. I
But
think
yeah.
my wireless charger is a fast charge too, because my phone charges really quickly on that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, enough with the battery talk.
As much as you guys love your batteries, I'm sure. Battery gang. We're gonna go. I saw an interesting thing. New Zealand is banning the sale of tobacco products to anybody born in 2004
Good.
and later, so that theoretically they'll never start smoking.
Good.
Yeah, I mean, good, but that's kind of a weird thing to grandfather though. That like it seems kind of strange that you can be like, you because you were born then you get to never have this. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of it's iffy in my mind that you can distinguish that, because then once that gets accepted, what else can you do that with?
I think that should be. It shouldn't be just accepted there. I feel like that should be just accepted everywhere.
But it's somebody's personal choice to consume tobacco. What is it next? If
I
you
feel
were
like
born
if
after
when-
2006, you're not allowed to eat McDonald's.
I feel like it's like.
I mean, maybe if
The thing is, too, we don't know what their culture is like. Like, maybe kids, like, maybe the, like, long shot, but maybe their youth aren't, like, super focused in on buying cigarettes or, like, tobacco products. Like, and our culture here, like, it seems as soon as you hit, like, Jesus, there's probably kids rolling cigarettes in the middle school as we speak right now.
I don't get it. Like, it's I don't understand why people would consume nicotine or anything. But like,
yeah, as he's hauling off 2 vapes at the same time.
I don't
But
know.
I mean, I think I think what their idea is like it will kind of sort of put an end to it, but I think it's going to be more later generations that you start to notice this really
I think
kick
it's just
in
gonna
on.
turn into a roundabout thing where it's like, you don't like people don't start smoking when they're legal age to smoke. That's not when you start smoking. People start smoking when they're 15, 14, 16.
yeah, but
like-
now if they can't,
I feel
I
like well,
guess
see the
then
thing
that's
is
gonna bring in like a black market for it probably.
yeah, and it creates I think probably a little bit more. I don't like.
Why-
Did
like-
it say that this was going to be like
It's a thing.
finable
It's
sort of thing? Well, no, like but
No,
like
they're
can
just
you get a?
not gonna- They're not
no.
going to purchase.
Yes, okay, but like say some
If you
kid
get
who's born in
caught with it.
2005 gets his older friend who's born in 2003 to buy him a pack of cigarettes and he smokes them.
Like alcohol, for example.
Like, is there like a fine on it,
Well,
or
I
is
didn't
it?
read that deep into it. I know it's in Canada. It's on a province by province basis. If you're in New Brunswick, if you have cigarettes and you're underage, you can't get a fine. But if you're in Alberta and you're caught with cigarettes, you can get a fine for smoking cigarettes. It's not illegal to be in possession of cigarettes under 19. It's illegal to purchase cigarettes under 19. So, I don't know. I don't think that is the way you should go about it. I don't think you should outright ban it. I think you should just continuously raise
the price?
the price of them.
I mean, people are still gonna buy them anyways, and that's gonna force people into poverty if they have an addiction that they can't, like,
But
if they don't get
but-
help or try and quit, then
in-
they're just gonna end up going bankrupt because they're trying to spend all their money on their addiction.
But I understand that. But it's going to be the same. If
It
it's
would be the same
way,
thing as like
the black
a drug
but
addiction.
off the black market. It's going to be the same thing, but people are going to be buying cigarettes from criminals rather than the government. And I'm sure once it's banned, and like if you if you literally aren't going to be able to get your hands on cigarettes other than from somebody that only sells cigarettes, who's to say that they're not going to charge an outrageous price as well?
Yeah.
Because I mean, even in Australia,
I just don't think there's going to be like any sort of. It doesn't matter which direction you go with this. There's some sort of complication that's going to arise,
Right.
regardless, right?
I just don't know if this is necessarily the right way to go about it.
Fair enough.
It's just because I know Australia, they have the price of cigarettes is outrageous there. Like they pay double to triple what we pay here.
And
for
they're even
tobacco
expensive
products.
here, aren't they? Like,
Oh yeah, they're expensive here, and they pay double to triple what people pay here. And Australia has an extremely low smoking rate because of that.
yeah. I mean, they could definitely start off with that and then maybe move into like even just like the banning of tobacco in general. If they
It's just
classify it as like a
drug or something.
Schedule 1.
But then
like,
it's like, what comes, like, is alcohol next? Like, is that we
Yeah,
going? Like,
and,
does
like-
this become a vicious cycle, or it just turns into like?
If you're banning nicotine, do you ban caffeine because they're very similar chemicals?
maybe.
Yeah.
If they can prove like study wise that it's not good for human development or
But that's the whole thing. Is it's like you're taking away people's right of choice in consuming, and you're making.
I don't
their
know why
choice
you
for
choose
them.
to smoke tobacco anyways,
But that's the it's just something people do. Why do people choose to drink? Why do people choose to do whatever they do?
Everybody, yeah.
Why do people do steroids?
yeah, but
It's unhealthy.
I feel
for
like
you, but
like drugs and alcohol, like people choose to do that to get drunk. People choose to do like drugs to get fucked up. But tobacco, what does that do for you? Like, why do you smoke tobacco? Like, what? It's not gonna
it's
get you drunk. It's
for nicotine. Like, why do you drink a coffee?
I don't.
But well, I know, but we're saying in overall terms, why does somebody drink a coffee? Why does somebody smoke a cigarette? It's how things make you feel.
I guess.
Why do people get addicted to gambling? Why do people, it's the thing. People get addicted to everything. So now the government gets to pick and choose what people. It's just, it seems like it's a bit reaching for the government to choose what the people can do and not do.
Well, I think with the like getting addicted to anything, like a lot of things that people get addicted to aren't gonna really negatively affect their growth and like development, but tobacco might.
Yeah, but
I feel like
then
I'd
you
much
get in the
prefer
territory of like people who are addicted to drugs, people who are addicted to alcohol, people who are addicted to gambling. Like that's the same thing. Like cigarettes, I would rather like, you know what I mean? Like
I prefer my kid smoke cigarettes than smoke crack.
yeah,
I
or
guess.
you know what I mean?
And what happens when cigarettes are? You're going to the same person for cigarettes and also sells
Cigarette
crack.
And then
Like,
you get some crack in your cigarettes.
Yeah, it's just like it's you want to take away these things from dealers and bring it to the government so the government can oversee it rather than you're buying it from some guy
Yeah.
downtown in an alley. And that's the whole thing where they like legalizing weed here. It was to get it so the sales are off the streets
Yeah.
and the government's able to spend that money in healthy consumption and stuff like that and educational programs for weed.
However, like when I know the government regulated weed isn't like that great, so
But
like it's not high in percentage. So a lot of people are going to the street dealers again for that like more pure
But
or
give
whatever. I don't know how you
but
would
gi- but
describe
give
that.
I wouldn't even say that. Like there's some, I think there's probably like both have premium and also not really great options on both sides. I think probably the pricing factor comes in more.
But
Where
what
you
it's going to
can
be
get it
is
off, not even off the street, but you can get it from other businesses other than
Yeah.
cannabis, like government. You know what I mean? Like for
Well,
just
even
cheaper
like
prices.
registered shops like that, that's not a problem either. Like it's still coming from like overall they're kind of overseen by the government. Like
Yeah,
they're only
still
allowed to
regulated.
like
But
they're only
that's
allowed
the
to
thing.
produce
Right
so
now,
much
we're not
and-
seeing effect because we're 3 years into legalization. When there's still people that sell weed.
True.
But give it 50 years.
Oh yeah.
Why would somebody sell weed if they're people aren't making much money that are selling weed for now, compared to what it used to be, because you have to government stores and other weed stores have made the prices on the streets cheaper over time.
I suppose weren't they ridiculously high when they first came out, and now they're like
Yeah, now they're
Man.
down to street price.
Yeah.
So it's and then it's, it comes into the whole thing too. I can go to a store and buy weed, or I can go have to sit and wait 2 hours for some guy to drop weed off, and I might pay an extra $1 or $2 at a store. It's like the convenience factor. And
Yeah.
the big thing too is the government's not going to put anything in their weed, or they're not going to rip people off. Like, you get what you pay for.
Yeah, I suppose.
So it's just back to the cigarette thing. I don't know. I mean, maybe it'll be great. We'll be able to tell in 20 years.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
just,
at least somebody's
only
starting
time
it
will tell.
off. Yeah.
Exactly. Only time will tell with that, really. Yeah, so another thing that I saw to do with TV shows this time, in the budgeting, I guess. Amazon is starting a Lord of the Rings TV series, and their budget for their first season is $450 million.
That's insane for a TV show.
I mean, they definitely are going to have some big actors or something at that price.
Well, they must be bringing in like some of the actors from the movies then.
I'm not sure if it's based off of that or not. Like, I feel like they're gonna try to do like
Just try and like
they want to make
separate.
another Game of Thrones. I feel like is their thing probably. I mean, I'll definitely watch it. I mean, I think it'd be really cool.
Yeah, I never ended up watching Game of Thrones actually.
Game of
Yeah,
Thrones
I gotta
is
do
good,
that. I heard it was really good.
and Lord of the Rings.
know.
is
I've never
good.
even really
Yeah.
watched any of the Lord of the Rings
They're
either. So.
they're
Really?
long, but
They're
they were
so
good
good.
movies. The
So
big
good.
battles, they're so nice.
Yeah, that Battle of Helm's Deep in the second one is
that was
wild.
good. But I don't know, like I say this, like I say I don't have the time and stuff to sit down and watch a show, but like I
Sit
really
at your
could.
Xbox for
But
like 10 hours a day. It's like, I'll probably
no,
watch
but
5
like I'll
movies.
sit down and watch a movie for 3 hours, no problem. But like I won't sit down and watch 3 shows for 1 hour each. But I don't know. I'm not a big show guy. I don't really watch that many shows.
So I prefer TV shows over movies just because it builds a lot more.
Well, yeah, you get a lot more content that way
Yeah,
too.
and you get more
but-
like attached
Character
to
development.
character. Yeah,
Yeah.
like it's, but like by the end of a long series, like you actually care about the characters. Versus like, I think that's a big difference between good movies and shitty movies. Is
Yeah.
if they're able to get you to care about a character in the hour and a half, 2 hours.
Well, yeah,
of
Marvel
the-
did it wonderfully. Like,
But I mean,
but
they
that took
realistically
11
had-
years to
yeah.
build up. So I mean, what are you gonna do? Watch 1 hour episode a week for 6 weeks, or are you gonna wait 11 years to
Yeah, so it's.
figure
But-
out what's happening?
I think it'll be really interesting. I'll definitely give it a watch.
Yeah, I might try it out. I don't know. You just say that it was on Amazon.
Yeah, it's not out yet. They just
No,
like,
yeah.
approved
So
it.
it'll be probably
Amazon's
2
had
years until it gets released.
A really good Amazon show too is
The Boys.
The Boys was really good.
I never watched it.
It's
I watched a couple like bits and pieces here and there. It's actually
I enjoyed it a lot, and I think there's 2 seasons out, and they're doing a third.
That's just on the like if you have Amazon Prime,
That's
you can
just
watch
like that
it.
is actual Prime Video, no extra subscription.
That's the one thing I hate about that. You have to subscribe to like 17 different subcategories to be able to watch everything on there. It's like I don't really want to pay $5 a month for that many. That you're ending up paying like $100 a month to watch all the content.
That's
they
the
have
thing. It
on there.
becomes like satellite back when it was like,
Yeah,
oh, you
like
want
you-
sports, you want this, you want that.
pick
you
and
want
choose your
this.
channels. But I mean that way you can pick and choose your channels. So if you want to spend $5 here for the sports, $5.
I think where they get you though is like a lot of them do the free month trial, and you
Yeah.
can watch all the stuff you want to watch in a month, and then people just forget.
Yeah.
I think that's why they do it.
Yeah, well, me and Brad, we lived together in our last apartment, and we had a Crave free trial for 2 months with Bell, and apparently
devil.
they were gonna be like, oh yeah, it's gonna come off automatically after 2 months. I was skeptical about that, so I always check that stuff anyways, and turns out we get billed. Like I go to try and cancel it, I can't.
Always checks that stuff.
Oh shit, this stuff still gets billed.
we got billed, and so I had to call them, and I was like, hey, like this was supposed to expire this month, like we only had the 2 month free trial, like we don't want to continue with it. And they're like, oh no, it's part of the package, like you can't sub out of it. And I was like, well, that's not what I signed up for, that's ridiculous. Like
Yeah,
we're
well,
paying an extra,
That's
like
what happens when you sell your soul to Satan. So
yeah, I guess.
bells.
But
Yeah, Roger's just as bad.
Yeah, both, any sort of
just worse
cable divider.
Worse internet.
worse internet.
Same shitty pricing and sales tactics. And then I saw another little Amazon thing. Speaking of the Prime Video, Amazon actually hit 200 million Prime subscriptions the other day.
Wow. I saw that. I saw a statistic. It was like 81 or 82% of all American households are have an active Amazon Prime subscription, which is
That doesn't. Yeah.
That's crazy. That's like.
Well, I have Prime.
I have
You have
Prime.
Prime. You don't have Prime, do you, Brad?
My parents do. I just haven't gotten
Fun
around to it
fact.
yet.
I was on the Prime Student, kind of greased that for a bit longer than
That's what I'm on
actually
too right
could.
now. I wonder when they're gonna cancel it.
They cancel it after 4 years.
Oh really?
Yeah, because I just got a notification. They're like,
Both of them to assume it only takes 4 years to complete a degree.
yeah, I know.
I didn't realize it. I only subscribed to it in my last semester, in
Yeah, so you'll get
September.
4 years of it.
Really?
Yeah.
And it's 50% off.
I did in first year university. I did the free month, it's like 3 months free,
Yeah.
and then it's like $39 a year, which is like a third of the actual price, which is crazy. And so I did that, and then I just switched this year. I renewed, I went in to try and renew my student. I logged into my my university profile, and it was like, oh yeah, you're all good. But then I got an email like a couple days later. It's like, oh, looks like your Prime student subscription's coming to an end. Like, congratulations.
Are you gonna continue to?
But yeah, I already continued. I paid for this year already, so.
It's worth it. I order.
Oh, yeah,
if you order even a few things off Amazon, it's worth it.
Oh
And
yeah,
then the
especially it
video.
shows up like. Normally, the Prime shipping 2 days, it actually shows up 2
Well, and
days.
you don't have a minimum purchase.
Yeah.
That you need to make. You don't need to spend that $35 for free
Oh, I didn't-
shipping.
I didn't realize that was a thing.
Yeah, because if you're a non-Prime member, you have to spend like $25 or $35 for free
Oh.
shipping.
Didn't know that.
But if you
I
have
don't think it
Prime-
used to be like that. Like before I signed up.
No,
for
it's been like that for a
student loan.
while. I know that it's like to get even just overall free shipping.
Yeah.
But now it's like I'll order something for like $8 and it's free shipping.
Yeah.
So it's like the rate there, it's worth it because you saved.
Oh yeah, well you saved probably like $5 on
Yeah.
shipping.
Or spending $20 on something you wouldn't fucking buy. because
Yeah.
That was the thing is you would buy something that you didn't need to get the free shipping. And that's where they get you.
Well, I guess they promote like their add-on products too. You can't like actually buy those unless you add it onto an order.
Right.
So I guess that might be a way of them kind of trying to push for that like $35 while you have the Prime subscription.
The only thing I've noticed is there is certain things with Prime that you do need the minimum, and it's classified as like, I know I feel like what was it? I was trying to buy toothpaste. I was just because I was like,
yeah,
I'm gonna
so that
run
must
out
have been
soon.
like an add-on item.
Yeah, so that's must have been
yeah.
what it was. Yeah, because it was like you need to have over a certain amount
Yeah,
for toothpaste.
that's like I was gonna buy. It was a couple years ago. I was helping one of my friends wrap his car, and I wanted to buy like a felt tip like squeegee type thing.
Yeah.
And it was like $4, but it was classified as an add-on item, so I couldn't buy it. But
Yeah, but that makes sense. I understand that small stuff they want.
Yeah,
you to...
it cost them probably more money than.
But I'm assuming they definitely have
They're making to
insane
ship that.
deals with like Pure Later, DHL, all those places.
Yeah. Well, they
have their
in the
own
bigger
service
cities,
and
they have
stuff.
their own Amazon. Like,
And even
delivery
now,
service.
like I know in Fredericton, when I get stuff delivered, it's a company that is just an Amazon contractor.
Yeah.
That they,
It's probably what's it called? I've been getting.
it's just people in like their own cars that do it.
Oh.
Too.
No,
Yeah.
there's
Yeah, you
there's
look
an
in-
actual company that.
Well, this is an actual company. It's just contracted by Amazon,
Amazon.
but they made this company
Yeah.
to be Amazon's delivery drivers in here.
Yeah, because my past like 2 or 3 packages over the past like 2 months have been this different company that I hadn't heard of before, and I think it is.
Yeah,
like
so it's
that
probably a
company.
similar thing.
I don't think I've actually ever even ordered anything off Amazon. Like,
Really?
yeah.
It's the
I
first
don't-
place I go now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 100%. They have everything you need,
And
and
it's cheaper most of the time.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna look into ordering a couple things here.
This podcast brought to you by Amazon Prime. Use our promo code.
maybe in the near future, Amazon. You know, you listening?
Yeah, hit us up. We're cheap. So one last little thing that I saw that I thought was kind of interesting. I'm assuming a decent amount of people had seen a while back. There was the thing about like they made the blackest paint ever, and it was like it absorbed however much light.
Like
And, like,
99.99%.
Yeah, and like when you seen pictures of it, it looked photoshopped. It was so black.
Yeah.
So a company created the most white paint ever created, and it absorbs 98% of light.
Holy, that's bright if you put it
That's-
out in the sun.
Yeah. So I thought that was kind of interesting that it's
So could they potentially use that technology and to enhance like solar panels?
I don't think that necessarily. I think it's just for people that are like
Just
hardos about having white stuff.
Yeah.
That they paint with this stuff and it's fucking white. Like,
just paint your whole outside of your house like that, so it looks like you're looking at the sun. You blind
your house
people.
probably gets black or you get
Yeah.
hot. White. Well, I suppose that it might be something to help heat, I guess, because white absorbs more light.
It's weird that white, the thing that absorbs light, is like the opposite. You don't get as hot as if you wear black, where that's reflecting the light. But I don't know. It's weird that it's like that.
Because I guess
You would
white
think
makes
it'd be the other way around. Like you'd think the material that's absorbing the light would make you more hot, but
yeah.
no.
So maybe I guess it produces heat as it bounces off.
I'm no light scientist. But
Yeah, me neither. Me neither.
I did take an astronomy class.
I think you guys both did, didn't you?
Kinda.
Yeah.
We showed up. Sometimes.
Yeah, I found a lot.
Tell
of
me
the
some astronomy facts right now.
The moon's a waning gibbous.
I'm a Gemini. I mean, the moon's a wing. What Jackson said.
Yeah, guys. Fun fact: the moon is a waning dimmus, is what I heard.
No,
That's
I'm pretty
dingus.
interested.
Waning
in that stuff, so.
dingus.
But
Yeah, Jackson was so interested in that stuff that he actually probably only went to 1/3 of the class and cheated on every single class or test.
They were online. What do you expect?
I remember our first test that was online in that class. I looked over. We were both sitting there taking it. I'm on the couch, and Jackson. I look up over the couch, and Jackson's sitting there playing Farming Simulator and doing his test at the same time.
I don't know.
That was our 9 to 5 early COVID.
Yeah, that was fun.
It was fun.
Yeah, that.
Really all
I mean,
have.
you expect me to go to that class that's at 8:00 at night, from 8 to 10 on a Tuesday night? Like,
Yeah, as a student, yeah, you're expected to go to the class.
well,
Asking
I mean,
way too much of us, Jackson.
That
That's
was
what they're
like
doing.
that was just peak COVID
what do you
time
mean? I'm supposed to
too.
go
So
14 hours of class a week? What the hell?
You know what the worst part is that even the classes we did go to is that the worst part is we probably since it was 3 hours long, after an hour, usually hour and a half, she would just give us a break to.
Oh yeah, it was 3.
Yeah, it was 3 hours. It was 7 to 10. And we would just probably most of the time we literally only showed up for half of the class and then left when she let everyone else go on break.
Yeah. And then the TA would be walking
Yeah, there
back
was a
to the
couple
class,
times
and we'd just try and avoid eye contact. Like, oh, where are we going? I don't know.
I'm going to look at the stars.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was an easy, like, the information was simple.
You guys
the
both
tests were
passed
easy,
it, right?
so, yeah.
Yeah,
That's good. That's all that matters.
that is all that matters,
yeah.
literally.
And
So
since
until
it
in
was
your career, they go, we seen you took an astronomy class. You need to guide the Mars rover.
yeah, imagine.
But yeah, that's all I got for this week.
One last thing before we go. One of our buddies sent us, you know how on...
Let's shout him out. Dawson LeCompte.
So, you know how on... not that he's listening anyways, but...
Yeah, you never know.
He
We'll tell
said,
him.
he
We'll
said,
tell him.
if I wanted to listen to you guys talk, I'd join your Xbox party. So,
This has come from the guy who listens to one song and one song only.
yeah, on repeat. He sent
Amy
us...
Lee. Shout out Amy Lee.
You know how on Apple or on iPhones, like, the news pop-ups come up? And
Yeah.
it says, like, whatever news, like, this,
Like
blah, blah,
global
blah,
news.
global news. Luke just died.
Little dry hit.
So, anyways, he sent us, he took a picture of it. It was first ever human monkey hybrid created in chimera embryo experiment. So I didn't really get a chance to look into this. I don't know if you did.
Yeah,
or
what the
not,
fuck
Brad.
does that mean? What is
Yeah,
a
no,
human monkey hybrid?
I know, he sent this to us and I completely forgot to look at it. But,
I don't know. Like he sends us some.
So
questionable
let's just
stuff
speculate. What is a
sometimes.
human monkey hybrid? Do you think it's like half and half, like a mermaid?
yes.
So it's like monkey. What would be funnier looking? Monkey legs, human torso, head and arms, or human legs, monkey torso, arms and head?
Human legs, monkey upper body.
Yeah.
Because you get the monkey like just kind of like talking like a normal person sort of thing, and like walk around look like, and then but there's like super hairy and it's like, a monkey talking, and then they have this super tiny legs.
A monkey with Levi's on.
So when I'm going monkey, like I'm going orangutan.
Yeah, like
that's what I'm gonna say. That's my perfect.
What happens if it was like a finger monkey? So there was like regular human-sized legs,
just
and then
a
it just
tiny
came up
torso.
like a tiny little body.
That'd be kind of crazy. I think orangutan would be ideal because
It's just
they're
your
just
favorite
cool,
monkey.
and they would have an orangutan's ass because they're disgusting.
No, baboons.
Baboons would be
are
pretty
disgusting.
gross too. I'm sure all monkey asses are probably.
Okay, so what happens if it was like front of their body was human and back of their body was
So they had
monkey?
the tail too, and just
be
all
nuts.
hair on the back and bear on the front. So I just did a quick search, and it said that it was leaked by a Spanish researcher, and they were testing
That's
it.
Juan Carlos Inspusuya.
Yeah, something like that. But they were testing
shout
it
out.
to try and create artificial organs for human transplant.
Okay. So they needed to add monkeys in the mix.
Well, they wouldn't want to do real.
I suppose you can't
People,
just grow
yeah.
humans.
Yeah,
We wouldn't want to do that to humans, so let's just do it to monkeys.
yeah, come on.
Problem solved.
It says he previously
It's like
worked
lab
on
rats.
pig human embryos too. So
This dude has
what
some
are they doing
weird shit
mixing
he's into.
pigs and humans?
I bet you this is who the human centipede was
Where the idea came from.
easily.
He has
He actually was working on a human
the
centipede.
human monkey centipede.
The human monkey pig centipede.
Ooh.
It's just a human, a monkey, and a pig sewn
So-
together, ass to mouth.
I mean, it'd be great if they could just artificially create the
pig.
organ itself. It'd be great if they could just artificially create the organ itself, but like if you're just growing monkeys that have human organs, it's like almost as bad as just
What happens when they grow
murdering-
human brains in the monkeys, and then it's
War
Planet
for the
of the
Planet of the
Apes.
Apes all over
Yeah.
again. I
It's
mean,
gonna happen.
it could happen. They're getting into some dangerous waters.
I gotta say, most of the Apple News shit is just like
It's
stuff
just-
I don't want to
yeah.
see, and then you see that, and you're like, you know what, Apple, good job, thank you.
Well, a lot of it's just like irrelevant, like boring stuff. you know?
And then you see human monkey hybrid, and you're like, ooh.
Okay, you've got me.
not
I will
anymore.
subscribe for
Yeah,
$13.99 a month.
Apple has hooked me now.
Yes, I do.
Do you actually have to subscribe to that? to
Yes, I
read
do
them?
accept cookies.
Is that a
To
thing?
to read some of them, you have to subscribe to the actual like magazine,
Yeah.
like
Oh, see,
digital
I've never
magazine.
even
Like I've clicked on a few, and some of them are free to read, but a lot of them are like
that one better have been
$13.99.
not free. That one's like that's the one you're gonna get people to hook up for. I'm gonna
well,
see
it
if
was
I have
global news. It was, so I don't know if that one's free or not.
I'm trying to see here if I have it in mine. What day was that? No, I don't have it.
It was Thursday.
Yeah, it's not.
Oh,
in
it was
mine.
yesterday.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, it didn't pop
Yeah.
up on my phone either, so I don't know if they're just targeting him. Just
what does
That
that,
or
say
Dawson.
about his browsing? That they're like, this dude wants to know about the human monkey hybrid.
yeah.
Oh, we're introducing a new format. We're gonna do our wrap up for the general podcast, and then we're gonna go in on the hockey talk.
No one's really commented if they like it or they don't like it, so
Yeah, exactly. But we want you guys to hear us say goodbye to you as if you do normally drop off for the hockey podcast part.
Yeah.
So.
So I know one of my friends, he wants to come on sometime and talk about sports. So
We'll have to do a supplementary
Yeah.
big sport talk.
So thank you everyone for listening, and the support is crazy.
It's getting to our heads.
Yeah, the ego is the size of this room.
This is a big room.
Yeah, just in case anyone's wondering, it's huge. You wouldn't even understand the size of it.
We're in a Coliseum ring.
We're in a 7 football field size room.
Boat.
We're on the Evergreen
yeah. So yeah, thank you for all the support, and if you could just follow our Instagram this week in an hour, you can find all our links there if you're not already supporting, and check out our podcast. We're on Apple, we're on
I
Spotify.
also joined Cameo, so if you guys want,
What is that?
I'm kidding, but it's like the service that like celebrities go on. You pay them to make like a personalized video.
Oh,
my goodness, yeah.
Fun. So yeah, if you want to pay Luke to make a personalized video for you,
I'll
he'll
do anything.
He means anything.
As long as it's
PG.
almost legal.
So yeah, follow our Instagram. Check out our links. We're on Spotify, Apple. We're on Google Podcasts now.
Whoever the fuck uses Google, but we're on there now.
Yeah, just got to cover our bases.
Yeah, exactly.
And yeah, so
All those
Thank
Android
Yeah.
listeners out there. But
see
yeah.
you guys
Yeah, have a good one. Thanks.
next podcast. And in case you didn't see our post, we're releasing on Saturdays now instead of Fridays. That way we just get a bit
We can
more
provide more content.
content.
Yeah, we're gonna
for
start
you.
recording on
For
Fridays.
you, the people.
Yes.
Yeah, so instead of being like
We used to
from
record on
Thursday to
Thursdays.
Thursday,
We're literally
it's
the.
gonna be more like this week.
We should probably change the name to the People's Podcast,
Yeah.
Yeah.
almost, because
Yeah.
that's how for the people we are.
Everything
And-
we do is for you guys.
Yeah. We love you.
I don't even sleep at night because that's how much I care.
Unless you guys tell me I'm allowed to sleep, I don't sleep. And I haven't been told I can sleep since we started this.
Luke has been awake for 2 weeks straight,
My eyes are literally purple.
like Prince Philip.
Alright, see you guys later.
Surprise!
Well, so now on to the supplemental hockey talk. We've been booted past the conclusion because we don't know if people actually give a shit about this, but we still want to talk about it.
And time for me to not give a shit either, so see you guys
Yeah,
later.
we got our producer here, Jackson, instead of co-host.
Actually, I thought there was something you wanted to add to this too, Jackson.
Yeah, wow, Brad. There actually was something I wanted to add. I shared it with Luke previously this week.
Sucks,
and,
doesn't it, when that happens to
Yeah,
you?
no, I couldn't imagine someone doing that to someone, but
So yeah,
taking their thunder.
What was the news that you wanted to
Yeah,
bring
we'll
up?
open up with you here this week there.
So it was. I was trying to look for the article because I couldn't remember the owner's name, but the Kyle Palmieri, or however you say his last name.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got traded to the New York Islanders.
The owner made him shave his
Let's
beard.
Lou.
Oh, the GM.
GM Lou Lamoriello.
Yeah.
Yeah, he made him shave his beard. Like,
Yeah.
he's a grown man. Why the fuck should he shave his beard?
It's funny that it just came into like media now that they've done that, but it's been like that. It's always been like that. Anywhere Lou Lamoriello is managed has been like that.
You have to be clean shaven, like certain color suits. I think it used to be
Yeah,
as
it's
bad as that.
blue and black suits, no fancy shirts, no funky ties.
I don't know. That's just kind of.
He's just old
He's
school.
old school,
Yeah,
and he's a
it-
good, but he's a good GM, so they fucking put up with it.
Yeah, but still, he
That
shouldn't
was
have
like
these old school rules.
what remember who was it? Not Patrick
Lou
Reddy.
Lamoriello's probably 70.
Oh, Thomas Buchanan. Remember he used to wear that
Turtlenecks.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Is that what he had to get rid of when he went, or is it just his goatee? I think he got rid of everything when he went and played for.
Lou will let them have mustaches.
Yeah, but I think he had to get rid of his turtleneck when he was playing for Lou Lamoriello.
And he was known for his.
Yeah, it was
turtlenecks.
literally like his staple. Like it was like,
Yeah, at that point, I would just be like, sorry.
sorry, I'm just gonna turn this $1 million contract down just so I.
No, sign it, and then you just not play.
And then he
They-
just
they
buries
probably
you
put
down in the AHL or something.
Yeah, fuck
And
it.
then it's. I don't know. I feel like it's not that big of a deal. I feel like a majority of them just don't give a shit. Like Kyle Palmieri probably went, oh, whatever, I'll shave my beard.
So what if it was like a religious thing, though?
That would be different. I'm
You
sure
just
that
say,
would be
"Fuck you,"
completely
like,
different.
I'm not-
No,
I'm
that,
sure
that
like
would
you
be
would.
different.
Yeah, I
I'm
feel like
sure.
it'd be like you could just have a conversation with him about it.
Yeah, but
sort of
it,
thing.
it's
Well, at that point, if like, so say like someone like me, I don't really grow a full beard. Like I grow bits and stuff. Well, it's not very thick, but so for me to get the beard that he had would probably take like a year of me just growing out my facial hair.
Yeah,
and
but how
trimming
many
it.
years is it gonna take you to get to the NHL?
Like probably 2 months. So I mean, like that's hard work. Like I don't want to
He's
get rid of that if
he's
I
a
spent that long
notoriously
on it.
hairy guy. He'll probably have that beard. Here's
No,
the thing
he's not allowed to have that beard.
Playoffs are allowed to. They're allowed
I
to grow
thought I read that they
No-
weren't allowed to in
no
playoffs
beard,
either.
no beards during regular season.
Mm.
Is how he does it. No beards during regular season. Playoffs you're allowed. And here's the thing: like they only have to put up with it for a few more years. I don't think Lou Lamoriello is going to be a GM for that much longer. Like he's an old guy.
Yeah.
So
But he's
does he
like-
accept like tattoos and stuff like that?
well, you can't really tell people no once they have tattoos.
Like, is he gonna say like, "Hey, you have to remove your tattoo, or you're not playing"?
Comes in, cuts the skin off of him.
Amputates his arm.
And, like, I can't really think of many
Sorry.
NHL players that have visible tattoos outside of there. Like the only Robin Lehner's probably the only one I can think of that has
Ryan
visible.
Reeves has a bunch too.
But does he have visible with a
Like
uniform on?
not with a uniform on, I don't
But
think.
that's
I think
the
he's-
Ro-
I
I
thought
think
you meant,
Robin
just in
Lehner's
general,
the
like,
only-
if you wore a T-shirt, you could notice it, sort of thing.
No.
Well, I'm sure.
saying, like,
probably
visible in
a lot of
uniform.
players have like sleeves or like.
Yeah, but that's
tattoos
what
on
I'm saying.
their
In
arms.
suit, like while wearing a suit, because he says you have to wear a suit. I can only think the only person I can think of is Robin Lehner because he has his whole fucking neck done.
Just
Yeah.
get a tattoo right on your forehead.
So he'll
be
just
like-
never be on the Islanders. And
Well, actually, he was though.
yeah, but he got it after he left the Islanders.
Ah,
He got it once he went to Vegas.
oh, that's right.
So maybe
There you go. Maybe that's why.
that's why.
Maybe it was like a
Alright.
big fuck you to Lou Lamoriello.
Well, I just wanted to bring that up because I
Yeah.
thought that was
Oh,
Kinda
it's
stupid.
interesting. It's kind of. I think it's just the whole thing. It's like it's too late to try to fucking get him to stop.
He's on a warpath.
It's finally fucking happened. We've talked about it the last 5 podcasts.
and I actually know this one.
Taylor Hall has finally been fucking traded to the Boston Bruins. Taylor Hall and Curtis Lazier
Bob Lazar.
to Boston for what's the Swedish guy's name? Bjork, and a 2nd round pick in the 2021 draft. What are your thoughts on that return, Brad?
It's not super shocking. They waited till the deadline to trade him. Their time frame was getting shorter and shorter, so teams knew they could ask for less and less because Taylor Hall wasn't going to re-sign. So, I mean, would you rather take a 2nd round pick and a pretty okay, like a pretty okay player, or would you just rather him walk in the summer and you
But-
get no return?
I was reading that there was other teams interested, but Taylor Hall said the only team he'd waive his no trade was for the Boston Bruins, putting them in a position where they could offer
That
a
would
lot
also
less.
probably help too.
Because look, I mean, there's a lot of factors in this situation. Their GM is a first-time GM with the Sabres, but it doesn't look good on him trading Taylor Hall for that little when Columbus was able to get 2 first-round picks, a 2nd round pick, and prospects for David Savard and Nick Foligno. Arguably not to the caliber of Taylor Hall. I mean, I don't think anybody's gonna say that Nick Foligno is on the level of Taylor Hall.
No, but like then again, it comes back to that whole them knowing like Nick Foligno would have stayed in Columbus. Like that wasn't the problem. I think the reason the asking price was like they got so little for him was solely based on the fact that he literally said he basically only wanted to go to Boston. So that whittles down a bunch. And then the fact that it was trade deadline day, if they didn't move him that day,
It was
they
done.
were getting nothing.
I think it was just there was a lot of factors that fucked them.
Oh, big time.
Like it was. And then a couple other notable trades.
There's one in here actually that I seen the other day on trade deadline day, and I thought I actually really liked it. Was the Sam Bennett trade?
Yeah, he's a playoff player.
Yeah, he's just one of those like nitty gritty guys that like can produce some offense, but is also just like an all around good player, and I think he will fit in nicely over there in Florida.
Yeah. Another one I liked actually was Jeff Carter to the Pens.
Yeah,
I feel like he's obviously a bit slower than he was, but he's still definitely got a couple seasons in the gas tank, and putting him on. And the Kings have crazy center depth in their prospect pool.
yeah. Oh, their prospect. They have crazy depth everywhere. Almost.
So I think that was a good choice, getting something for him while you can. Moving him to Pittsburgh, I mean,
Yeah.
why not?
Might as well. I mean, it's not like the Kings really need him. There's a couple actually like big trades. The Washington Capitals
Oh yeah.
and Detroit Red Wings trade.
Man, now I think at face value that looks like Yzerman fleeced the Capitals.
Yeah, well, I mean, so the trade was the Capitals get Anthony Mantha from Detroit in exchange for forwards Jakub Vrana and Richard Panik and a 2021 first round pick and 2022 second round pick. Yes and no. I think it's just a change of scenery for both of them.
It's just, I think,
And even at that, Richard Panik's actually a good, like, that's a great little depth player, like, good little pickup
he's
also
a
on
solid
top of
like
it.
third, fourth line sniper. Like,
Yeah,
it's-
I wouldn't, like, I mean, I guess you could technically say that he kind of fleeced him. Like, Jakub Vrana's, like, a really good player, but I also heard that things just kind of weren't going well for him in Washington. Like, he didn't see eye to eye with the coaching staff on some things and stuff like that. That's the rumor that was going
I'm
around.
just surprised he managed to get a first in it. Like, I mean,
Yeah, a
obviously-
first, a second, a depth player, and Jakub Vrana for Anthony Mantha. Maybe Mantha's worth that much.
I think if you traded Verana, Panic in a second, nobody would be saying it was a fleece. But
Yeah, the first round pick,
just seems like a
it is.
very, and people are trying to say, well, it's a cap dump. Panic's making more money than he should. He makes like $2 million. To Detroit, that's fucking
Yeah, I mean, Detroit has the room to do it, so I mean, whatever works for them, right?
yeah. So it's, I don't know. It's gonna be one of those trades that we can't tell till down the road because
And they've both been, I think they've both already scored.
the thing is Anthony Mantha has looked like he is not very happy with how Detroit is because he's been on Detroit for a while now.
Yeah, oh yeah, for
Like
a couple years
2016,
now.
if he turns back into like 2016 Mantha, the Capitals are laughing. Especially he's a big body right winger.
Yeah, that's
too.
what I think. He'd be a nice fit in there. He can score.
Well-
Like he can really shoot. Like he's a great shooter.
Him on an
Big,
OV line.
yeah. Like, well, I mean, honest, like he's like almost like a poor, like almost like a poor man's Ovechkin in a sense of just as like,
Left-handed poor man's.
yeah,
Ovechkin.
like just like a big body, like can play physical, can also shoot the puck really well.
So,
But
I mean, that'll be a filthy power play.
I mean, one of the arguably best power plays.
And a big thing too is that he's signed for the next 4 years, so they know what they're paying him. Versus Verana is an UFA or RFA,
RFA,
sorry,
yeah.
after this season.
So that and like I had said, the rumor was that he just wasn't happy in Washington. So I mean, might as well get rid of him now. Get Anthony. Like, so hypothetically, say they don't trade him, then he just walks, right?
Right, and really, realistically,
kinda,
like
RFA.
that first round pick probably gonna end up being in the top. I mean, at minimum, maybe 24th, 26th.
Yeah, probably looking somewhere around there, I'd say.
So, I don't know. That'll be. I like Mantha on the Caps. I just don't know about what they paid for it. Another underrated trade was John Merrill to the Montreal Canadiens.
Yeah, he went from Vegas to Detroit, right? That's where it
Yes.
was, and then Detroit to the Canadiens. But
He's a good
I think,
defenseman.
yeah, I think things just didn't, like, I don't think he was, I don't know, I guess in Vegas I had just heard more about him, and he just seemed maybe he was playing better. I just haven't heard a lot about him this year, but maybe, I don't know, good for him for getting out of Detroit, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, and the Canadiens needed another, like, solid defenseman, honestly. They got rid of Victor
he's a
Mete, too.
left-handed defenseman, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure. So
So that's a nice fit there. There has been a couple. Colorado got old Carl Soderberg back, and also Patrick Nemeth, or Nemeth, however you want to say it. I don't like.
did they pick up Dubnyk too?
Oh yeah, how did I completely forget about Devin Dubnyk, who got his first win actually the other night in his first start?
That's big. That's
Yeah,
big
that was like a big hole they definitely needed to fill. So happy about that. Carl Soderberg just kind of adds more depth there for come playoff time. I think he'll be a pretty big player for them. And I mean, Patrick Nemeth is joining an already stacked young D-core, so I'm sure he'll be like a 7th D-man, 6th D-man. Probably play a little bit more.
taxi squad.
Yeah, well, I think he'll probably be more important, like in some more, like come playoff time, where he just has more experience than like your younger guys, like your Connor Timmins and Bowen Byram. They have a couple. I mean, like Sam Girard's been in the league for a while. Cale Makar's Cale Makar.
Couple Hawks made a few trades too. Stambo making a few pick trades, getting rid of stuff. You see Vinny how do you say his last name?
Vinny Hinostroza.
Yeah, he's back in Chicago again. I don't mind that. I like him for the price that they got him for.
And Adam Gaudette,
that's
too,
a
from
good
Vancouver.
pickup.
That's a nice like top 9 forward for them, I think.
He's a center too.
Yeah.
So I mean, he'd be a solid third line
center. That'd be a nice pickup. I think they talked about him playing some wing too because his center game wasn't completely there yet. So
Chicago has enough centers too. They do need wingers because I mean, you have when Taves is healthy, you'll have Taves, Strome, and Doc.
Yeah, exactly. So
you don't really need much more than that. And then there was one other person Chicago picked up. Nothing like crazy, but it was or they exchanged prospects and they got 2 decent prospects and they traded away a couple of like older like bubble players that like they're like your bottom 3 or your top line in the AHL, like Matthew Highmore.
Yeah, Matthew Highmore was for Adam Gaudette, but this one here I don't think you mentioned was the Chicago Blackhawks acquire Brett Connolly and Henrik Borgstrom and defenseman Riley Stillman and a 7th-round pick from the Florida Panthers in exchange for Lucas Carlson and forward Lucas Wallmark. I've never heard of Lucas Carlson. I've heard of Wallmark before.
Carlson, they're both like Carlson was a defenseman. He was like top pair AHL, maybe sneaks into the NHL bottom 6.
Okay.
And then same with the other
Lucas Wallmark, yeah.
So it was really a cap dump for Florida.
Yeah, but at the same time, like Brett Connolly's not a bad depth player to have in the lineup, and Riley Stillman's like I don't think he's too bad. But what I really liked was Henrik Borgstrom. I think like he was a really good like college player. Like kind of has a like I think he could bring more like and be a good top 9 player for that team. I think.
Yeah.
So I think I think that's a really good pickup for them. Like Borgstrom definitely has the potential to.
I think.
Make an impact.
Bowman's been under heat. People have been
in the next coming years.
They haven't really been liking the stuff, but I think he had a very, very good trade deadline this year. Like
yeah, I mean,
he gave away basically nothing and got a lot back.
Yeah.
In the end, I'm happy with it.
Geez, the Panthers and Blackhawks made a couple trades back and forth, didn't they?
Yeah. Trade. Well, that's what the Hawks do is they get one person, they just keep trading with
back
them.
and forth until they can afford the cap again.
That's
basically Arizona. They get rid. Basically, it's been like they get rid of someone whose cap they can't afford, and then they sign for less with another team, and then they just trade and get them back.
Yeah, yeah. There's a couple interesting 3-way trades with the 75% of their cap getting taken, with the San Jose just picking up picks for spending money, pretty much.
Yeah, I think it was like how did that go? It was like so. I think let's just say, for example, like it was like between Ottawa, San Jose, and Detroit or something. I think it was like Ottawa would like retain 50%, and then it was San Jose retained 25%.
No, San Jose would retain 50.
Yeah, well,
they were taking.
It depends on who you're.
It wasn't the team trading the player taking 50. It was San Jose took 50.
And then the team I thought it was the team took 50, and then the other team took 25% of that.
No, I think they did the 50 so they'd actually give them like a 4th round pick. Because I'm pretty sure it was in the Savard trade. Savard went to Tampa, but San Jose took 50% of Savard's contract. Columbus took 25% of Savard's.
Okay, I thought it was like the other way.
And then San Jose got a 4th round pick out of it.
Yeah, no, but 3-way trades were interesting.
And who was the other 3-way trade? Savard was part of the 3-way trade. And then there was Foligno. When he went to Toronto, he was part of a 3-way trade. But and it was Detroit that took on the
cap, yeah.
And got a 4th round pick out of it. They have like fucking like 18 picks or something.
I looked at it. It was like they have 10 next year and they have 12 this year.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. They have 2 in the first round, 3 in the second round, a couple in I think maybe 2 in the third or something like that.
They're
in the fourth.
They're gonna be a nasty team soon enough. And yeah, that's probably it for the hockey talk. Really, a new supplemental hockey talk rather than the.
Put at the end of the podcast and.
No, I am editing this, so I might just cut it all completely.
Yeah, we've just been shipped off soon enough. We won't even get to do it.
Just stripped away from us.
I mean, it's just what the people want.
Just like our beards.
Yeah.
Lou Amarillo.
We've had enough people. We've had as many people say they like the hockey talk as don't like the hockey talk.
True.
So. Actually, I think we've had more people say they liked it because I think we've had one person say they like the hockey talk. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really that's it for
This is the real conclusion.
This is for those that stuck it out with us.
If you stayed with us this long, we love you more.
You should probably go get checked out.
You should.
There might be something wrong with you.
You can call yourself a bigger fan than anybody that says that they don't listen to the hockey.
Yeah,
That's true.
You're in our tier 1 of fans.
S tier, baby.
We know who you are. We don't.
We
but
don't.
Tell us if you listen to the
tell
hockey.
us the
talk.
future is friendly. Sponsored by
All right,
Tell Us.
bye.
All right. Have a good rest of your day and see you later.
Zero, please.